Today we're going to look at our nonfiction inquiry books again in your student log. We went over this yesterday on Zoom, but just make sure that page 33 is done. And make sure page 39 is done. If page 39 is not done, please hit pause. And when you're done with it, hit play again to finish this video. Okay. Today we're going to do our second reading, which is on page 40. We started this yesterday, but let's look at number 1. It says, reread or listen to Impulse Buying, How Stores Make Us Want More on pages 34 to 38. Mark an S where you see a store do something that will help it sell more. Okay. Mark an S where you see a store do something that will help it sell more. All right. So let's do that first. We're going to go back through the text. I'm not going to go through the whole text with you again. I'm going to do some of it, and then you're going to hit pause and then hit play again. So I'm going to write here an S, something a store does to help it sell more. Something a store does to help it sell more. That's what S stands for. Okay, imagine you are waiting in line at a store. You see a big box of new sour gummy candies shaped like animals. They look so fun and delicious. You didn't plan to buy candy. You know candy isn't healthy, and you're not sure how this new candy tastes. You're not even hungry, but now you want it. You ask your mom if you can buy a box. Wait a minute. What just happened? You just felt the pull of impulse buying. What is impulse buying? When you go to a store and buy something you did not plan to buy, that is impulse buying. An impulse is a sudden wish to do something. In impulse buying, you see something, suddenly want it, and then buy it. One survey found that people in the United States usually make about 3 impulse buys per week. That costs each person about $450 a month. And that adds up to $5,400 each year. The people who run stores work very hard and use different methods to get you to buy things. When you know what these methods are, you can make smart choices. Here are some of the ways stores get shoppers to make impulse buys. Method number 1, displays. A display in a store might be a group, pile, or row of objects. Stores work to make displays that get your attention. For example, A store might put stuffed animals in a row so they are sitting up and looking out at shoppers. Now that sounds like something that a store would do to help it sell more to me. So I'm going to put an S next to that. It might put a large number of playground balls in a big bin so that they stand out. Oh, you know what? That also sounds like something that a store does to sell more. A display that is attractive pleases your eye and makes you think about buying something. I'm also going to put an S here because I feel like the way that these toys are arranged is something a store is done to help it sell more. Okay? Now you're going to go on and finish marking your S's in the rest of the text. Before you go, your first clue word for today is sell. S-E-L-L. So on your calendar for Tuesday, April 21st, you need to write sell in the other box. Write sell. S-E-L-L. Right here in the other box. Now hit pause and finish reading the text carefully and marking it with S's. Now you should be done reading the text and marking it with S's. And at this point, okay, it says choose one place to share with your partner. So I want you to share with mom or dad or your babysitter who's home, okay? And after you talk to your partner or your helper at home, you're going to write an answer to this focus question, and some of you already did this yesterday. Then remember, you need to add evidence from the text that supports your answer. And this needs to be in a complete sentence, both of these. And make sure you have a period at the end here. All right. So finish that, hit pause, and then join us again in just a second. Also, if you have done everything that you need to for this box, then you will mark it. Hey, welcome back. Now we're going to do this shared inquiry discussion a little bit different. We already read the story together and talked about it. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Number 1 says, use the answer and evidence you wrote on the previous page to join in the shared inquiry discussion. And we did that yesterday. We talked about it. After discussion, think about how you changed or added to your answer and write your new answer below. So what I want you to do is think of another method that it talks about in the text that would probably work to get you to make an impulse buy. Okay, so there were the 3 methods the text talked about. You mentioned one yesterday. So what's another one? Here's your sentence starter. Another method that stores use that would most likely get me to make an impulse buy is what? Okay. So finish that sentence. Finish writing the sentence starter. And then come back and join us. Now we're going to do something a little bit different because we can't meet together. So now I want you to tell a personal experience. And you've got lots of room on this page to keep writing. But you're going to tell a personal experience that fits with whatever you put here. Okay, and make sure that the method that you put here is different than the method that you put here. Now let's pretend that you put layout here, okay? Then I want you to tell about a time that you went into the store, and tell what store it is, and tell how layout, the layout of the store, made you want to make an impulse buy or made you want the item that was being sold. Okay, so for example, I might say that when I went into Costco, they had big bags of popcorn that were delicious right at the front of the store that were on sale. So that's one time that I made an impulse buy, is because it looked good and I was hungry and they were on sale. So I ended up buying a bag of popcorn I hadn't bought. All right, so something like that. If you choose signs, you need to tell about a sign that you've seen at stores that has made you want to buy something. So just tell about a personal experience. And you've got plenty of room here. And your sentence starter is probably going to start with once I went to, wherever you went, and then finish writing here. Make sure that you have capital letters and periods. Okay? Your next clue word that you're going to write on your calendar is store. You go shopping at the store. So write store on your calendar, finish this, and then I'll talk with you in just a little bit. Okay, make sure you are done with page 39, page 40, and page 41 in your book, right? Make sure it's done neatly, okay? So it's got to be done neatly for you to qualify to come to the end of the year Big Bash Party. I will talk to you in a little bit. We are done with our Junior Great Books for today.